Good evening, Final Fantasy fans out there. Welcome to the Extra Credit Week 3, right here on Final Fantasy Randomizer channel. I'm your host, Duckling EX, joined in the booth, who will also be playing tonight, Luffy TV. Hey, I said it right on the first try.
Hey, Darkmoon. How you doing tonight? Thank you for that.
Doing good. Doing good. We are going to be playing a fun, weird flag set tonight that is definitely going to challenge you guys for your async while you guys are playing it. What we are going to be playing, and I'm going to switch over to the party menu before I bring it up, is what we affectionately call Mage Masher. So this is going to be one that challenges you guys just a little out there. And honestly, while I'm talking, I should probably pull up chat so I can see all your comments on this. Oh, that's not good. Wrong window, no. There we go. Hey, there we go. Sorry about that. So what we are looking at here is a party comprised entirely of mages. All mages, all the time, 24 hours a day. It's the mage channel right here this week. So what this means is you're going to have all the options to pick all the mages you want, and we're going to cover a little bit the benefits that you're going to be getting along with these mages. But it will be mages and nothing but the mages. So what does that mean exactly? Well, you got a red mage, you got a white mage, you got a black mage. That's all you're going to get. There's going to be some other things that we'll cover, and we're going to do that right now. But the primary thing is mages. So, Luffy and I will discuss what mage party he's going to be using in just a little while, but it's going to be mages and nothing but mages. Short Topher include fiend tiles, only 2 fiends, so you only have to fight 3 bosses at the end. Not going to be that terrible. Try to take it a little easy on you. And Luffy, feel free to bounce it whenever you want.
Yeah.
The bosses and enemies are actually going to be kinder than you might normally expect. Oh, being told the audio might be a little high. I got it. There we go. So bosses and enemies are going to have most of their stats be pretty standard, somewhere around the 100% average range, but their HP has been cranked down to only 80% of normal. So bosses won't take as much damage to kill, which is good, because again, you've only got mages. Overall rate is actually kinder than the dungeon itself. You're looking at probably 40% overall, maybe closer to 50% in comparison in dungeons. Dungeon encounter rate's always a little milder, so when you have a 60% dungeon, that kind of is equal to about a 50% overworld. Just FYI.
Yeah, so not too bad encounters. We'll see. I've had some pretty long runs and practices, so yep. It's okay.
As far as what you're going to be looking for, there are 4 items, and they are 4 incentive items beyond your main NPCs and fetch quests, and they are going to be vanilla in dungeons. So we're looking at, and I'll show them right now, Vampire Chest in Earth Cave. You're looking at Red D Chest on the carry floor in Volcano. You are looking at that Mermaid Slab Chest over here on Sea Shrine. And it's the Adamant Chest here in Sky Palace. Those are your 4 checks that you get beyond the main NPC and the fetches. So, Garland, Princess, Garland's Princess, Princess and King both have items. Vicky, Crown goes to Astos, those kinds of turn-ins. Anything you can get from an NPC, great. Have the Crown, go to Ordeals. Ordeals isn't going to have anything except gear and not even the Mazamoon, because Mazamoon is in the pool.
Yeah, you at least gave us a free Masa out there, which is going to be very kind. That is your end game condition. You need to find it, but you're honestly going to find it because there's not a whole lot of places to go.
Yeah. Beyond that, had someone just pop into our booth. Hold on one second, Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta change things over because it just ruined my comp. Okay, let's here. I'm gonna move us to a different booth. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I need you to pull your stream back up, please, sir.
Ba-ba-ba.
Sorry about that, everyone. My crops were specifically set, and I have to make sure I have them just right. Okay, and let me quickly redefine those. There we go. Okay, back to what I was talking about now. So, From there, we have Lieutenant's Hospitality, all the usual freebies, Northern Docks, and the standard of Titan's Trove and Pillars are on. So your standard exploration is what you're gonna be dealing with right now. Treasure-wise, Ship and Bridge are given to you for free. Sadly, it's gonna be a slow boat because I'm a monster. And you also have a free tail. So the second you get up in the air and can get to Bahamut, you can class change and make sure those mages can be all they need to be. I'm sure, Luffy, you've done that more than once while you were practicing these.
Yeah, it's not going to be completely necessary to beat the game because of that instead of Massa, but it's definitely real nice if you find a spell that you want at a level. You're going to have more levels tonight than you would normally do.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take them, so you're going to get more magic charges at levels you might not necessarily get. So you're going to look to do a little shopping at some point, so promoting is definitely worth it.
And we will, when we're in the game and Luffy is running around, we're going to talk a lot about win condition for this, because this is going to be unusual, and you're not just looking at, get some armor on your fighter, temper him up a few times, and spit him at chaos, because no fighter. How you're going to be handling this could be different.
Yeah.
So, standard shops, if you played FFR at all. Standard enemies, do want to point out shuffled trap tiles with alt formations. That means that you should be checking if you're going to grind. Some of the various tile areas, there could be some good fights to take, especially if, Third Eye grind or a weak pack of Agamas shows up. That could be really nice.
Yeah, we're going to be on the lookout for taking levels on tiles tonight, so we're going to definitely be checking some, and we'll talk about that as we go.
As I mentioned, all mages all the time. That is what you're going to be dealing with. We have things like double thief hit and BB crit because that's on by default, but that doesn't matter. What does matter, and we're going to talk about these in a couple as we make the party, 2 blursings on there, 2 bonus, no malice, so your mages are going to be a little beefier than if they were, just normal mages. Very helpful. As far as gear is concerned, nothing to start with. Nothing really important. All the usual things that are on. As I mentioned, no fast ship. Shop information is on, chest information is off. Just sorry, but no. it's a lot of text, and right now we want to make sure that you're getting used to actually seeing the chests the way they actually are.
You got to respect the classics sometimes, people. These aren't completely standard yet.
Well, I know a lot of vets that don't actually like playing with chest information on it. It just gets in the way of what they're trying to do. So yeah. So, with that in mind, we can... Oh, Will Bloodworth taking credit for jumping into our booth. No big deal, Will. You're fine. We got it adjusted. We are now ready to start talking about the party. So, Luth, you said you had a party in mind when you played this.
Yeah, so... I come from the Church of Speed and Power, and this is not very speed and power. This is going to be a little slow and methodical. So I'm going to take a party where I have access to all magic, at least to start. So we'll take the Red Mage, obviously, right away. Plus 80 HP, real nice. The plus 10 MDF, also real nice. So we'll do that. That's good. I don't like them, but I'm doing it anyway. So I'm taking a White Mage. Plus Vorpal, pretty nice. And plus Strength, I mean, sure. We'll see. Maybe it comes in handy, maybe it doesn't. But we'll at least use her for a little bit just to see fade, life, situation, that kind of thing.
White Samurai, yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to be taking 2 of our best mage, Black Mage. The plus 15 MDEF, pretty good. The plus 10 hit, sure. I'm the wrong mage again, but it's fine.
I mean, the MDEF is nice, but the thing that really matters is having the extra luck and run ability early game.
Yeah, and having 2 of them will definitely give you a chance to get away from fights. You're not going to have thief luck, but it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is 2 black mages is almost par for a single thief for running. So
yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah. So I guess with that, we are ready to roll. So you let me know when you're going, and we'll just get the timer started.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to drop my own gate in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Instantaneous. So I know we have a free ship and a free bridge. And for magic, we have Cure 4. Well, that's not bad.
That's fine.
It's fine. It's only learnable by the White Wizard, White Mage, White Wizard, but...
Yay.
You had me roll this. That was on you.
I know.
You could find a cheap sword for the red mage and saber them.
Yeah, I mean that's an option.
I mean, saber the red mage and use stop to keep Garland from doing anything. I guess rapier's a sword.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was some crap magic. I'm proud of that.
Yep, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh wow. So this
We're gonna have to get used to the red mage doing damage anyway. We'll just start a little earlier this time.
Yeah, because he's gonna be your sword swinger if you take a sword swinger. So this is a good lesson in what do you do if magic sucks. And after we get past the crying, then we actually start playing the game. And
it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be able to get through the beginning of the game here, no problem.
Yeah.
It's a minor inconvenience, is all it is. It's fine.
So you're checking chests, even though you don't really need to.
So the reason I'm checking chests, and it's kind of, you'll learn this early on in the beginning of games when you have all mages, it's a lot of magic to worry about. You're gonna want money. Like you're gonna want money. So I'm gonna be checking some normal checks that I'll do in the beginning of the game anyway here. If I don't see something I want, I'll reset out of it, but I'm gonna grab money when I see money.
Something else to point out is, if you would note, he managed to get all the way from Canaria up here. And I think then did you hard reset after that, or did you soft reset?
I always hard reset going into the dungeon for the first time, just to see what's up.
It's not an incredibly lengthy hero run, but it's not bad. You know that if you had to scum your way across the overworld, you probably could with enough cheap tents.
Yeah, I can find my way through that. It's okay.
And you got Garland paralyzed, which is nice. Couple saber buffs. And you're just going to start swinging and hope that he doesn't have, he doesn't have bait because he's stuck. Wow. Papery, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was good. I'll take that.
Get the adjuvant.
That's pretty good.
I'll actually try to remember to knock things off. And the canoe. Hey, you can go do Ice Cave.
Yeah, I mean...
Don't have to. It's not incentivized.
I know. I wouldn't mind doing it in these kind of flags normally because, with the trap tiles that are there, I'm going to want to check as many as I can. Something to note here, too. No heals here. Softs are very expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I found 2 of them actually kind of early. I like to buy at least 2 softs or 3 if I can before I leave here.
So with the ship going slow, the next move you do, since you didn't really get anything too interesting, you could go turn in the adamant, park over by dwarves and do that, but Vicky could end up having the TNT, and why sail over to dwarf twice if you only have to sail there once?
Yeah, I'm going to want to check the magic here to see how bad this really can be, and it's fine.
Oh, it's acceptable.
It's fine.
Fade learnable, remember, by your red mage as well as your white mage. Lightning 3 and Temper. Lightning 3 is pretty much the mid-range level 3 style magic. Stronger than fire, although undead are weak to fire, so if you really worry about undead, you may want to eventually take fire 3 as well. Not quite as strong for damage yield as ice, but not resisted by nearly as much stuff as ice gets resisted by. So, Lightning 3 is probably your best. If we were to liken it to Mario Kart, Mario 3 or Lightning 3 is your Mario. It's the perfectly average spell. Life Reboot saying to re-roll for 4x White Mage. I told Luffy before we started he should just take 4 Red Mages with that health bonus. And you know what? He'd have 4 casts of Fade now, so who's the loser here?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I got 2 shots of Fade, and I have myself... I got some Lightning 3. It's fine.
Yeah, you're good. No, it's fine. Lightning 3 is a pretty good acceptable... I mean, honestly, against the things that are weak to it, I think you might actually get better damage out of Lightning 3 than you do the Fade, so... at least consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Fade doesn't have a weakness to play off of, so it's basically... Fade just does Fade damage, and if they happen to have a defense against... they get their critical save against it, then Fade is just going to do, 90 damage. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So with that and all your purchasing done, you accidentally go back into town before going to your ship. We have all done that at one point or another. So you have what did Bicky give you?
Bicky gave me the Oxio.
Thank you, because I totally missed it. So with that in mind, you are going to go check Matoya, even though we don't have the crystal.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab these 3 chests real quick again. I want money, so I need to find some money in the early game here.
Fair enough.
If there's nothing, I'm gonna reset out of it. There's
Woo,
nothing.
that's big
So
nothing.
I
So at
save
least
right there. I reset back.
You
it's fine.
saved on the ocean, which is smart.
Mhm.
And that allows you to just quick reset back out. There are some other times in the game where doing that kind of quick reset works really nicely. Oh, bridge boss. Like if you have the option of either going to Crescent Lake or like down to the North Continents, for like ordeals or on rack. If you do one and then realize it's not worth it, you can reset back to that midpoint that you might have saved at, and then huzzah, you can quickly get to the other. Ooh, there's some vendor trash.
Yeah, that'll give me a few bucks.
Lazy dwarves? Not lazy dwarves. So, about that Matoya check.
Yeah, right? Hooray.
Hooray! And back to Matoya as we go, where she gripes at you about whether or not you stole her retirement fund, and then you have a chance to steal it again.
Mm-hmm.
Which you won't, because it was awful. 2 coppers and a pier, I think you're fine without.
Yeah. I just want whatever she's holding on to.
So we got Life Reboot in chat asking if temper is your win condition. What do you feel is your win condition for this particular flag set? Because you've run a couple of them so far in preparation for tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to want to get levels, and we're going to want to get temper. And we have temper already, and the levels should come. We're going to check the trap tiles, and we're going to see what we can find there, because we're going to need to get to the point where we're going to be able to be self-sufficient with at least the red mage, if nothing else. He's got to do the damage.
So we have the Titan's Ruby, which you're using the fun Titan snack, so that's going to be the orange.
Mm-hmm.
No canal yet, though, so that ruby is not necessarily useful just yet.
Yeah, this is telling me that the sages over at Crescent probably have my canal.
They pretty much have to have something, yeah. Canal or floater, because they're the only check you have left.
I mean, they could have the TNT, maybe.
They're not the only check. Carrie's floor is also available to you.
That's true. Oh, hey, there we go. Nice.
Well, there's all the money you ever needed.
Yeah. And maybe vendor item here. There
The
you go.
crown. Oh, never mind about all that money.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So so for me, this indicates to me that with it being that expensive, it's a lot of luck. With it being that expensive, and exit, that's kind of nice if you don't want to actually have to fight Carrie just yet. That points me to checking the sages, and then going into Volcano, do the armory check, then drive my happy butt down to Carrie floor to get the item that's could be lurking at the incentive location before skipping out. Oh, there's Nuke and Ice 3.
We're golden.
And Quad X. Good spells. Before skipping out of Volcano to come and buy your item and do all that stuff. I don't think, even with Nuke, I don't think you're at all ready to go fight Carrie, but you are ready to dive Volcano at least.
Yeah. And we got Exit. It's a great utility spell. We have it on the Red Mage also, which is super awesome.
Even though it was level 4, and he won't have those charges until, what, like 8 or 9?
Hey!
Hey, Nuke Kareebs!
Wow.
As if this wasn't bad enough.
Okay. Well, that's a thing that happened. I'm glad to find that there. We won't have to worry about that at some point.
No, we found Nuke now, and not later. And that's gross, because they show up in packs of 9 and they ambushed you.
Mm-hmm.
Time to learn to save scum. So what he's doing is, do you use a music cue?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
It's an audio cue.
Yeah, so you've listened to the music a couple times. You know how long your hero run is. As far as I'm holding down walk, and this is like I can listen to the measures of music and figure out where I'm at. He listens, and right before the music cue is going to tell him that an enemy shows up, he saves, hard resets back to the start of the encounter tile, and does it again to scum his way past those Kareebs. And that's our canal. So, do you want to go do Volcano or no? Will Bloodworth asking if Thursday Weekly is on speed gaming. I honestly don't know what's going on with the schedule. That's a Danny question. Danny's in chat. She'll probably answer. Pickles and Beer hoping that the Caribs are on the Medusa script.
Why you gotta do me that way, bro?
I know. Pickles is a little rude.
So
Volcano.
Yeah, we're gonna check the top floor. Oh god.
Or get ambushed by nuke. There we go. I don't hate this play. I kind of agree with it. You know, there's an incentive item in there, and you know that there's probably going to be money. There's always money in the banana stand. So, I mean, going in here and doing this just to get it out of the way, yeah, I agree with this.
If we get lucky, we find a decent trap tile here, and we can get some levels, and we can get a few charges to exit, and we're going to be happy the rest of the game.
So, in Volcano, we have a few different spike tiles to check. This one is the Fire Elemental. All the spots where you automatically get a Fire Elemental in the dungeon, that is here. It took a... I don't know if that tile's really worth it. Fire Elemental is a Gershark. It might be a Gershark Big Eye, but right now, always the Gershark. Could also be a Gershark Shark, so we're not sure on that one yet. Then there's the Grey Worm that hides over here in the Armory, as well as down on the Agama floor. And the Grey Worms are our second encounter. We'll find out what they are soon. On that Agama floor, which we just talked about, there's now another spike tile, which is the Agamas. And you'll see them in a couple spots, but the best one is the Agama room, down near the bottom right, where you get two Agama tiles right next to each other, which is great for grinding if you want to just take them.
Ooh.
How?
Ooh.
Well, no, that wasn't... He decided you weren't going to survive.
Wow, that's cruel.
So anyway, the Giants are mean.
Alright, so we found Nuke in the early game, we found Damage Poison in the early game, so that's rude.
That's disgusting. I was going to say, and then we have one more spike tile to take care of. There is the Red D that is going to be in the Red D room, which we'll show you when he goes down there to get the incentive for that. And, oh look, Red D's. Unrelated. And then the Red D tile is guarded also by an Agama tile. So whatever you find on the Agama tiles above, you'll also get right there in the tile leading up to the Red D tile. So 4 different checks that we're going to make here. See if any of these are worth it. Those Red Ds seem kind of papery.
Yeah, they had at least less than 249. And we're finding a couple houses here, which is pretty amazing. Okay, hey, and a flame sword.
A flame sword and vendor trash.
Mm-hmm.
Because presumably the katana's going to sell for a few K.
Yeah.
Oh, lightning. Scary. It's going to sell for a few K, and that's okay. That's not bad. We had a question. Are Argoyles weak to ice because they're red? I honestly don't think they are. I don't know what their elemental weakness is, but I've thought over and over again that they should be weak to that, and they've proven never to be weak to that. So... Yeah.
I just throw Lightning 3 is a good spell to throw at them because they're not going to resist it at the very least.
That gets back to what we were talking about before.
Might consistently do more damage, but Lightning 3 is a good spell to have for them.
Lightning 3 again being the all-around cure-all. Anytime you need to get something against someone that might be resisting something, throw lightning at it. I'm not actually certain. Is there anything in the game that actually resists lightning?
Earth elementals and like probably some of those kind of enemies I think might not take as much damage, but I don't think it's a straight up resist.
Yeah, because most stuff in the game isn't weak to it necessarily, unless we're talking about like water-based monsters. But most stuff doesn't resist it. Like it's great to use against the undead, just because the undead will resist ice, but not resist lightning. And Life Reboot confirming, he was prompting us with a question so we could impart information. Argoyles, despite being red, are not weak to ice.
This is true.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong.
Alright, so we have just discovered right there, I don't know if anybody really paid attention to it, but we have a full hero run from entering here to this tile, so we're going to park here for a minute.
Yeah. Do this. What level are you looking at going at right now?
I mean, if I can get like level 20 reasonably, we'll just kill carry.
One downside about your hero run, though, is second you step off, you immediately get some hard wills, and they're not worth nearly as much.
Yep. So we have to watch our steps here, and this is going to be a good lesson for me because I tend to walk into walls and menus sometimes too much. So if I take an encounter before I hit this trap tile, then I know that I need to watch my routing.
And I mean, you're getting 3K just like already, and you haven't even like picked up that many key items. That's a nice return on investment right there for that tile. Like, don't take it much past 20, but I mean that's nice for where it's at.
Yeah, this is fine. We'll probably do. Oh, they have stun touches. That's annoying, but it's really probably not going to matter unless they ambush me, which they're not going to do.
They took out a guy. Oh darn! Your other people are going to get more experience. Like $5 grand. Oh, I'm not going to complain about that. Thanks. Rathor complimenting you on your Black Mage fights. That's the Geomancer from Final Fantasy III, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Level 17, going fast. Certainly nothing to complain about. That was your last house, though, so... So what how are you going to handle this? Because you don't want to burn all your charges before you get to carry, do you?
No, I do not. What? No, I do not. We might just go right after this.
Probably level 18, maybe level 19 if you're lucky, depending upon how the magic is distributed.
I mean, I'm swinging the Flame Sword. I don't have 2 Temper Casters right now, which is a little annoying, but the Red Mage does have Saber, so it's probably fine.
Going at level 18.
Yeah, we're just going to go.
That's fair. Say goodbye to those red girls.
And if Carrie decides to be rude right here and smack us around, this is still successful because we have the levels we so desperately wanted in the early game.
Those giants, man.
Yep. But even there, those levels helped us survive that damage poison, which killed us, 3 minutes ago.
I'll burn through a fair number of your heal pots, but that's not the end of the world.
Nah, we'll get down there with enough to do this and finish it off.
And now you talked about the fact that you don't have 2 Temper Casters. You do have a Fire Sword, but that's not really going to help that much against carry.
No, Weapon Elemental bonuses are kind of like, standard, pretty low anyway. And this sword will not do damage like another one will, for sure. It'd be nice if we could pick up like a nice sword on the way down, because we're going to check a few of these chests as well.
Not that Carrie seems to care much about your elements one way or another.
She's either going to smack us and we're going to leave with our tail between our legs, or we're going to finish her.
Finish her. Not checking most of these. Are you going to check the Agama here, or are you just going to do it at the Red D?
I'm going to check the bottom chest here, because like I told you earlier, I'm finding some pretty decent stuff in trap tiles with the trap treasure turned on.
1 P'd is not worth fighting.
No.
No. Oh, good. You got away from bad guys. Good. Oh wait, no, it was giants, not the Grokers.
Yes.
The Grim Ogres, as we like to call them now. No, that's not so bad. Of course they run. Those
yeah, their morale is low.
You have 1 job, Black Mage.
Right.
Oh, God.
You're scary. God, they always just hit so hard, don't they?
Yeah. They are thankfully not beefy, but they are very scary. Oh, it's the chime. That doesn't really help us yet.
It doesn't.
Thanks,
but it's fine, because we do have Northern Docks on, so I fully expect to come across a chime relatively soon, too. Yeah, cube, yeah, sorry. With the chime, I expect to come across the cube relatively soon. Oh, come on, guys.
Black Mage failing to run once again. Apparently his morale is low because the other Black Mage is dead.
He lost his buddy.
How can you simply go on without that? The back-to-back fights. Thanks, game.
Right, right.
Didn't buy Cure 4, I note.
Nah, I never ended up buying that. I'm gonna have to do that before we leave the inner sea.
Well, thankfully you have to go back to that town anyway to get the crown, so not the end of the world, but... Ice 3 is not really what you want to see, or Ice 2 is not really what you want to see from her off the bat. Thankfully, an 80% carry is not going to have that much help. And now we scum our way back to Elfland. So how is your gold situation at this point?
Oh, we're solid. We're beautiful. The good thing about the Red Dragons is they gave us all the money we want.
Life Reboot asking why you put your White Mage into the first slot when you fought Carrie. And have kept them there.
I wanted to... well, I knew I'd be able to make it back here without taking an encounter, so that was fine. But she wasn't really serving me any purpose besides throwing fades out anyway.
Oh yeah, look at that. You have all the money.
Yeah, I'm good.
Time to replenish. Saracen, yes, this is Mage Masher flags here. So, oh, you still didn't buy Cure 4.
It's at Canaria.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is Mage Masher. That's the name of the flags that we're running right now. All mages, nothing else. Yeah, that is definitely white locked. Red Mage will, Red Wizard even can't learn that one.
The gold bracelets were in Provoca. We're not going back for those.
You can fly over them later.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, Life Reboot. Once again, drop in the knowledge right there. If you put your the White Mage up into the first slot, they have a 50% chance of getting melee. Carrie, of course, didn't melee at all. They opened with an Ice 2 and then died. So we have the orange, that's the ruby, and we're going to go turn that into the Titan and go see what Sarda has. Oh, and that was the chime we got from Carrie, and Carrie is dead. I'm at least tracking better than I have in the past, although I missed the crystal. Did I miss anything else? You bought the crown. You got a free tail.
Yep.
I think we're good.
We had the ruby, ship, canal, canoe, chime, oxyel. Yep.
There is our herb, so we can go right back to Elfland again for the third time. Thanks, game.
I was really hoping for like a rod right there to really make the routing a little more pleasant, but it's fine.
And don't forget, you can go turn that crown into Aztecs.
Also true.
And yeah, you got enough nuke casts on the one Black Mage that's dead right now. That's pretty much its job as Temper and Nuke, and with a short Topher, you really don't have to put many more levels on it for it to really matter.
Nah, I mean, we might, we still haven't come across Life, which would be a nice little luxury at this point. Maybe level 5, question mark. We didn't look at level 6 magic while we were in Crescent.
You can check it later. It's not a big deal. There's Life. You're good enough.
There's Life. We're
Life
good.
and heal 3. All you need.
Yeah.
No fast yet, which was something we're going to want to check at level 6 for as well.
And with the free tail, once we do get in the air, we're going to promote, so we'll have access to fast on at least one Black Mage.
We're gonna do our crown check now, get this turned in, and then sail on around to Elfland afterwards. Good routing on this one. And I think I saw that Astos has the loot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's the multi-instrumentalist Sarah version of the loot. Really didn't change all that much.
Still one of my favorite flags.
You don't have the key.
No, I don't. You're right. I'm so used to having lockpicking.
Yep.
Thank you.
And the reason you were going back there wasn't really for the treasure. It was specifically to see what the tiles were.
Yeah, it was.
No, there are a bunch of other places where you could technically go and look at tiles. You could go into Marsh Cave, and there's 3 or 4 tiles on the bottom floor. But why would you? No one wants to go to Marsh Cave.
Yeah, we're not going to find anything better than that red D, like, as convenient as it is. So if we really need to get levels later, we can just go right back there.
Everyone booing the boat. Deal with the slow boat, people. You're going to have slow boat through all the extra credits. Just live with it.
Gross.
And there's our slab. Slab found. So we got a fair bit of accessibility here. The only thing we couldn't turn in that slab even if we wanted to because the river dock for Lufane is not turned on.
Mm-hmm.
So if we got the bottle, we also wouldn't be able to do anything with that just yet. We do have the chime, but we can only check the bottom 2 floors of Mirage, and since the incentive is at the top floors of Mirage, doesn't help us.
Mm-hmm.
We've pretty much been shoved over to Sealand because SeaWorld is the only place that we have available at this point. SeaWorld and the waterfall.
Yeah, we're going to hope the robot has something here. We're going to check that first. We don't have Brack, which I'd really like to have to come and, like, you know, kind of mess around with Kraken with this kind of a party. So we'll consider if we're just going to we'll finish the whole continent while we're here one way or the other, but you know, we're not going to like it.
Adam Roop, talking about the slow boat, mentions to us that Ultima Exodus on the NES had a boat that would sail slower when you sailed into the wind. We need that. We need that in our game. I want that so hard. So we're in Waterfall. We know that there's going to be an incentive check here because the robot is an NPC, and only the NPCs and the elemental dungeons are incentivized. So robot's going to have something.
Cute.
Free run on the mummies, and you pretty much won't have to deal with them again after this, because you're just going to exit out.
Mm-hmm.
And some quick greed chests. So I've just lost Luffy for a second. They'll come back, I'm sure. This happens. Their internet, like, craps out for like 15-20 seconds every once in a while. So I'm not sure what we got from the robot, because Luffy, your internet was down.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. We got ourselves a bottle from the robot.
So yeah, it's just what I was summarizing all the things that we can't deal with right now, and how you were funneled into SeaWorld. And look at that, you've been funneled into SeaWorld.
Yep. So this is gonna probably I guess it could be TNT, but this is gonna lead to our floater for sure.
Okay. Yeah, it pretty much has to, because there's nothing else for it to lead to. There are no... okay, there is one other thing two other things it could lead to, Luffy. With Northern Docks on, it could be either the cube or the rod.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, of course, having floater behind it, because, the floater has to be in logic. While in theory, you could do this seed floaterless, eventually you have to get something, because the game expects you to get all 20 of 20 items.
The seed is certainly beatable floaterless, but we are not doing this floaterless because that means that the mass moon is behind the floater, and we want that.
Yeah. We want the floaters are necessary for us. TNT, so that doesn't necessarily help. Oh, another vendor trash sword.
Gross.
So yeah, but TNT is pretty much going to lead us to an item that leads to floater one way or another. Even the Canaria key locked isn't on right now, so pretty much I'm expecting Mazamoon's going to be at one of the two Lufane Gaia checks, and Key's going to be at the other. Because they're both dead ends there. Got a nice opal bracelet, best armor for a mage.
Yep. We haven't really found any armor for our mages yet, period, so that's nice for our life caster right there.
Danny is not happy with you having a dead black mage.
I mean, honestly, I could probably just bring the black mage up and just kill the white mage, but this is kind of how the party ended up after carry.
I like it, considering the boss you're about to go fight. I might have pulled the meat shield up just to stand up front if they survive to Kraken, so they can get killed by Kraken again. Do their one job.
I mean, we can just res it right now. It's fine.
It's true. You do have life.
Our level situation is fine. 19 at like 31 minutes right here. That's really the best I could hope for right now.
At least the ghosts are papery enough. I saw that 162 and I worried they weren't going to die. I mean, everything's papery because they all have 80% or less health, but still. Or I should say 80% average health.
Ugh.
Lots more vendor trash. Hey, you've got all the money you need to go buy those gold bracelets.
That's true.
Oh, okay, so we said the red Ds were a good tile. This is actually also a really good tile if they die, which... Okay, less than 220. Oh,
okay.
See, now that...
This is very tasty.
Yeah, and look at how much... Look at all that experience. That was over $6,000, and he didn't even get both Nagas.
Okay.
You have exit.
I do.
I think it's... Normally, I wouldn't encourage a water grind, but this particular tile, with that exit and all the magic you have, I'm encouraging a water grind.
Yeah, we're gonna just take a look here. We're gonna take a look. Yeah, this is really nice.
Life reboot in chat. If only that red black mage was still dead.
This tile is too juicy to give up right now.
No, you do this. $7,000. Yeah. You just went up 2 levels on like most of your party. That's crazy good.
We're gonna just get endgame levels right now.
Yep. And then exit and then come back.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that.
I think in this particular instance, absolutely worthwhile.
Yeah, this is just too good to give up right here. We don't have the insta kill for Kraken to make this like really a trivial dive. That's not good though. That ambush is unfortunate.
Oh, and they hit your Opal caster for 119.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. We're okay. You're
unlikely to see that ambush again, but it's good to know they did it once.
Yeah, this is fine.
But hey, that black mage is dead. Look at that. Hey.
Poor Zoe, no.
It's kind of what you wanted.
It's fine.
This is going to be a stupid experience with one of them down.
Yeah,
Over $10,000. Yeah, like Chad is saying, about the only grind that would be better here is if it was like the purple worms.
Yeah.
Purple worms or 4 Gasties that were made of paper, or like the third eye grind if they did nothing. There's a couple grinds that are better than this, but not many, and not with how much this is like cranking out experience-wise.
Yeah, I mean, and my teacher, Lord Fizzlebeef, I think this is like his third tile in his top 10. So this is one you don't give up easy.
I mean, the second I saw it, I'm sitting there going, "Oh, you know."
I mean, yeah.
Huh. Like the gif of the dog with its ears suddenly up, going, "Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really.
really." Oh, Danny says it's number 2 on his list.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So my target for the red mage is usually like 27.
27.
But with the HP bonus, I'm already above 400 HP, which is like really nice. 27 is still probably what we're gonna grab because we still have so much magic left to cast. So we're gonna do maybe like 2 or 3 more of these fights right here, and then we're just gonna go.
Finish your earn and burn grind, because that's pretty much what this is now. Just run out of charges, more or less, and then move on with your life.
Yeah, this is so good.
I mean, even that dead black mage is starting to get some good levels on it. Like, you've got all the nuke casts in the world after this.
Yeah, we could probably get through Temple of Fiends, honestly, without the Massa, with this much ammunition.
Yeah, short
and
Topher,
and the boss scaling. We could probably do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because you've got the Lightning 3 casts, plus the nukes and the fades. Two different shots on each of your mages. Yeah, you're kind of good.
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing because you're right. If I took 4 red mages, I would have 18 times 4, what, I don't know, 60 something casts of nuke and fade already.
18 times 4 would be 8 shots short of 80, so 72.
Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah. I think even Chaos, so long as he doesn't immediately punch each of your guys down, even Chaos is dying to that many shots of nuke.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Life Reboot does raise the important point that Bane was seen. And doesn't have as good a chance to kill, but if you had 3 Bane casters, that's a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take down Kraken with just sheer number of spells in his face, so it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, 80% average bosses right now. I think even with just having to cast nuke over and over, you're probably gonna be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be totally fine.
Just need to stop getting ambushed by the Arce hags.
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate ghosts.
Yeah, they're the scariest thing here. And of course, the Final Fantasy Special doesn't even let you have their EXP.
It does not disappoint.
Now, Kraken could, I hate saying Kraken could bust out a instant death spell. In theory?
It certainly could, but the MDEF bonuses on these Light Warriors are pretty good.
That was pretty much what I was going to say too, especially with the, what was it, plus 15 MDEF on the Red Mage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your Red Mage probably isn't dying to that.
No.
If Kraken 2 has Bane and Brack, or Bane and Zap or whatever, he's just going to go the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're level 27 game. You can stop ambushing us now.
Right? Come on.
Oh, we got the TNT from Mermaids, didn't we?
Yes, we got the TNT.
That off. I got it.
Yeah, we'll be doing that turn in next.
Well, we have to. There's literally nothing else for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as much damage as that did, I'm okay with the Blizzard here.
Yeah, Blizzard is a mild inconvenience at this point that is now negated by the levels we have.
Mm-hmm. Since I didn't think he was lasting past a single round of that much AoE you were throwing.
Yeah, right?
And with that, we move on. So that is the water palace down. Kraken honestly was the least offensive part of that.
This is going really, really well. Like, we have all the levels in the world right now. We don't have an endgame sword, but honestly, like, with all this magic, it's probably not going to matter.
I think your endgame sword is called Nuke.
Yeah. So this should be pretty good, barring we don't see something catastrophic where we really need to find a ribbon.
And that pretty much has to be on Chaos, because again, if you see it on one of the other fiends, you're going to go the other direction and assume you won't see it again.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're going to do the Black and Decker special and just throw microwaves at their head, as Hate is saying.
Yeah, this is probably our floater. I mean, it could be Cube, of course.
So with that, we are 2 items from Go Mode and 3 checks to go, which pretty much means that Cube and Chime are going to lead in the Sky Palace over to Floater, which is then going to lead to the Bottle and Slab becoming Key and Rod, but that still leaves us missing something.
Massa.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that last check is.
So I have checked off, I have Robots done, Smith is done, Eric's done. So we have Earth Cave still to check.
Earth will have it. Earth,
Rod.
honestly, with the routing the way it is, Earth is probably going to have... It's either going to be your Moon or your Key, because those are both basically useless at that point as far as the game's logic is concerned. You need it, but otherwise the game doesn't care about them anymore. Yeah.
How much fun is Slow Boat, everybody?
You get to feel every inch of it on this seed. The game really wanted you to feel the open world. I mean, Pickles and Beard does raise a point. Floater could be here. No, Rod could be here, leading to Floater and Earth.
Yeah, and then we have...
Pickles just wants you to sail, and sail hard.
Yeah, and he's probably right. He's probably right. I see that being what's going to happen here, for sure.
I mean, as far as the game's logic is concerned, all 3 items are practically the same at this point. Whatever happens, that we have 3 checks left after this Sky Palace, and it's gonna lead one way or another to Mazza, Rod, and Key being pretty much at the end of the game.
Yep. It's fine. This is just you're gonna get a class in routing a little bit. It's fine.
Ambush nachos.
Gross.
You feel it when you make a run for the border. I thought you were walking away. I'm like, no, the incentive check.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's nice. Right. There we go.
It's not completely unkind.
Yeah, I'm sure Pickles is like, boo, this seed, but.
All right, so that means that we're probably looking at what, either Key or Masses and Earth. Okay, that's cool.
Pretty much, it's going to be one of the two because they're both dead checks as far as the game is concerned.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have Key to get into Temple of Fiends, but the game doesn't care if you get it before or after you kill Lich.
So I'm just doing a few checks just to see if I can come across, like, just a random lucky ribbon. Sky usually provides sometimes, but,
Not this time.
Whatever.
Nope.
Not this time, but we're leaving quite a bit behind here as it is, so it's fine.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we barely saw Sky at all. It's almost like it was a mirage. I'm not sorry about that at all, I'm just saying.
These are the jokes, people.
You came here on Thursday. These are the jokes you get on a Thursday.
All right, so we also burned a few encounters there on the floor before this, so maybe we get kind and don't come across Warmech. Warmech is fine right now, maybe, but we still would like
I
to
think.
avoid that.
Okay, again, it's an 80% war mech on average. You
Mm-hmm.
could. I think you could probably take an 800 health war mech.
It's possible.
4 nukes is gonna pretty much blast anything. I apparently have angered the chat with my awful pun. I thought it was actually kind of good because I worked it in subtly, but no.
I appreciated it.
See, someone appreciates it.
All right, so this is fine.
Oh, what did we get from? We got floater. That's right.
We got floater, yeah.
Floater's
this is
ready
fine.
to go. And at least you're over nearby to go turn that in.
I'm close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
No, it could be worse.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn the floater, and then we're gonna see what the bottle and the slab turn into. You need to make sure you go do slab turn in.
I already did.
Did you? Okay.
Yep.
Floater in the air.
All right. So we're gonna come back and check level 6 magic after we promote. We should probably have gone promote first anyway, but it's fine.
Whatever. No shortcut.
Nope. Showing that off there, buddy. We gotta walk the long way.
So you sailed northwards from Sky after you did the thingy, got the floater and all that. Is it faster that direction? Chad is asking.
That's the way I go. I mean, I think it's faster. I've never stepped it out.
Probably within like where it is. It might be slightly faster one way or the other, but it's almost like it's a 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that was the rod. Yeah, I got that.
That was the rod. Yep.
No speedboat hate. Stop asking in chat.
We got the airship now. It's fine.
You're fine. Just find the airship. You'll be good. There's
Okay.
your SWAT. So Key is gonna be in. Oh, we also nuked down Tiamat. Key is gonna be in Earth Cave. We know it. It's gonna be at the vampire chest.
Yep, that's the last check we got. So this is actually pretty good. This is actually, it's not bad. This is actually pretty efficient.
Bear in mind, we're complaining about how much the scene has made him go around and do stuff. It's 47 minutes. Lynch is going to be dead in the next 10. We're probably going to be done with this at the hour 10 mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really all that bad. You're even taking the time to go buy some gold bracelets at Provoca, because why the heck not?
I'm done checking chests.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably don't need to do this, but we're doing it anyway because we have the money. What do we care?
And I mean, for the amount of nuke you had, you kind of loot goblined hard.
Mm-hmm.
Rathor in chat saying if they were playing this, they'd be playing for another hour. That's why you practice, and that's why we're doing these extra credits. So you learn, and you get faster. I mean, yeah, like, you probably should check Crescent Lake to see if Fast is there to look at Moss Moon, but in all honesty, nuke.
We probably could.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be nuke all day right now. We have our win condition. We didn't even need this massa. We just got it anyway.
Yeah.
It was possible that was the key, and we're not gonna reset out of a free massa just in case.
Chat was telling you to just skip Lufane and gamble on the key being here, but then you wouldn't have your sword, and I think they didn't want you to have your sword.
I mean, would you guys feel like, how about, let's take a little poll in chat. How about I throw the sword at Chaos's feet right before I fight him? What do you guys think of that? Let's see. Can we get a yes or no in chat? What do people think? Just throw the massa right at his feet.
Man, if only we could do a poll. That'd be amazing. 1 vote yes, 2 votes yes, 3 votes yes.
I knew Hate was gonna say yes.
I mean, worst comes to worst, Chaos kills you, and then you use the Mazumin the second time around.
All right, yeah.
They're also saying to give Carrie a katana.
But we already killed Carrie.
There could be a second Carrie. Depending upon which direction you go.
We have two we got 2 katanas as well. We'll throw both those swords at the feet of whatever fiend is in front of us while we're at it too.
Oh, sir, ADR makes a bad pun about how Earth was key to finishing this seed, but I get booed. Okay. Sure, chat. Sure. And you can see what happens when you can just go mode Earth. This walk down took almost no time.
Mm. Gross.
There's the damage poison we were expecting. Ooh, that was... Can you guys ever run? Apparently
So
not.
Gross.
Those giants are disgusting and we need to stop seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
And now for Lich, which will just be nukes. Lich really didn't put up much of a fight.
Wow. Okay.
He flails at you ineffectually and then falls over immediately. Wow.
That was like a stiff summer breeze right there.
Wow. Okay, game. So, Short Topher. If you haven't watched before, you're not going to have to do all the floors here of Temple of Fiends Revisited. You only have to do the bottom floor, which has all the chests put on it, and because of the way that we have the flag set up right now, only 2 of the 4 fiends are required before you get to Chaos. So we got Tiamat 2, who just leveled one of your guys.
Yeah, we're gonna check her health though while we're at it. I mean, I'm still not completely scared away.
No, not yet. Fire 3 is acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Unpleasant, but fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, this is fine. Now, if you find Kraken behind it, I might just reset and go with the easier fiends at that point. Like, save your resources there. Oh, look, Kraken!
You know what? Whatever. We don't even care.
Okay. Now, are they going to go second slot and kill the white mage?
I'm fully anticipating that happen. There you go.
There it goes. Oh! Damn!
Wow. Oh, the katanas.
1,200!
Adam, you're right. I'm sorry. One
and
for
you
each of my
drop the
homies.
katanas on their grave and move on with your life. For the memes. Oh, throw that Mazumin.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget to throw the Mazumin. There we go. Mazumin chucked. For the memes. So.
All right, so let's see. So we're just disrespecting Chaos right now. Okay.
Chaos doesn't even kill one of your guys. Wow.
That's totally fine. We like that right there. That's fine.
That's fine.
He already yeah. That's all the nuke we're gonna want out of him. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Some low rolls are really gross.
Yeah, you're getting some really nasty low rolls. Chaos is gonna have 1,600 max health. I think that's right. And there's that. So there we go. And that's that. All nuke all the time. That is the benefit of Mage Smasher, which is you know you're gonna have 4 Fade and Nuke casters if you grind them up high enough. And also, that Masamin was not a win condition in this particular instance.
No, I was harping on that earlier, feeling that the Massa is the win condition for the seat. Now, you know what? If you get Nuke and Fade, you don't need a Massa, as, you know, we showed. That was fun. I enjoyed that. That was the best one I'd done so far. That was fun.
Yeah. So, that is what we're looking at here. Mage Masher. You might not get Nuke and Fade as early, but the thing about how much AoE is out there in the game is you're almost guaranteed to find some AoE that's going to make your early and mid game fine. And by the time you've ground up some and found wherever Nuke and Fade are hiding, you'll have plenty of casts of it for the late game.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're going to want those levels anyway, because mages tend to be squishy.
Yeah, I mean, we came across some really good stuff there. The Red Dragon tile was fantastic. It got us into the teens right where we wanted to be. It had us progress through the early game just fine. And then running into the Naga water was just like, it was so good. Like, the fact that they were such paper was so good. So
you got all the levels there. And they died.
Yeah. You got through the whole level situation right there. You had everything you needed. We didn't need mass at that point. We got it anyway just because it was a 50-50 shot to be the key.
Yep.
And we were there, so why not just do it? So that was fine. That was fine.
All around, quite a good time. So the async for this has already been posted. Life Reboot took care of that. So you can go start running. That's the second we are done talking right here. Are there any other questions, though, that people have before we release you out into the wild? And of course, it'll take a few seconds for chat to catch up with us. So I like Mage Masher. I like running it every once in a while. I think being forced to use only mages does make you think differently about the game.
Right, exactly. You know, you're so used to, like you were talking in the beginning, throwing some armor on your fighter and just throwing them out there. Like, you can't do that here. You have to be a little more strategic in your approach. And, you know, levels are not understated in these kind of flags.
No. Levels are the win condition more than anything else. Doesn't matter what spells you have. Doesn't matter if you've got the Masamune or not. You need to have your mages be high enough level that they can actually survive something.
Yeah. Levels solve all problems.
Yep. Okay, without any... So, like we've been asking, what is a safe level for your flag set? You were talking, what, like 28 to 30 or something is what you're aiming for?
I want to get the red mage, who's going to be the primary damage dealer, if I can, to at least like 27. The rest of the party, like, I mean, you can leave them in the low 20s. It's fine. You're going to end up 3-manning or maybe even 2-manning at some point, as it is anyway. But you want to get that red mage up to the level of like 27 at least. Get him around 400 HP if you don't have access to really good magic, if they're going to have to be swinging.
And Deadpool's asking if he should attempt to solo white mage this async. You do you, man.
I mean, yeah, go for it. You could do it in these flags. You certainly could.
Level 50 with Fade, you could do it. I mean, you'll have Fade, you'll have Ruse, you'll have Invis, you'll have Cure 4, Cure 3, Heal 3. I don't think it'd be hard. I think you'd probably be closer to like the hour 30 mark, maybe hour 45. But it's doable.
Yeah.
It's definitely doable. So yeah, with that, we are going to release you guys in just a second. Want to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys coming out and doing this. We are going to be looking at 3 more weeks of the Duckling Bootcamp. The next 3 weeks on Sundays, are going to be the Winter Platy Party, which Deadpulse and Luffy and Greg have been planning. And that's going to be a group race with all the people who are not ducks invited to play. And they can join in and race against each other. We're going to feature 2 of them on stream and the rest of the group racing behind the scenes. And that will be for the Platimus Prime title that they will get at the end of that 3-week race. That will be happening on Sundays as part of the boot camp. In place of the single-player reveals, they're now going to be a 2-player race reveal. But they'll still talk about flags and everything else before we get into it. And make sure you guys know what's going on. And, do their training lesson talking as the race is going on. Of course, tonight we have the weekly race. It's going to be starting at 10:30. We have Monday and Thursday weekly races. So next Monday after the boot camp will be a weekly race. Wednesday, my bad, is the Deadpulse and Gregory Puff Puff and Pulse Variety Hour, where they will do VOD reviews. And then we'll be back for the next Extra Credit, week 4, next week on Thursday. And that one, we are going to be celebrating the Platy Party by having Luffy and myself race each other for the next 3 weeks on the flags we will be doing. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we came up with that. Well, mostly you came up with that before we started tonight.
Yep.
I think it's a great idea. It's going to be fun.
Yep. So I think it's going to be a great time. And then you guys get to see races both times of the boot camp and really get to experience the race flavor of it. Obviously, we're going to continue chatting and we're going to be goofing around while we do it. Got to do the memes. But still,
No,
you'll get a feel for like actual racing at that point, starting next week on both Sundays and Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy, you got anything else to mention before we move on?
No, thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you to Dark Moon for hanging out with me tonight. And, good luck. Have fun, guys.
So you're on the Final Fantasy Randomizer channel, but just in case you got here out of curiosity, like what you saw, want to see more, come to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, where you can get the links to the Discord and the development Discord, as well as the game itself, right there on the website. Play, have fun, check out the resources, and the resources that teach you more about what you need for Final Fantasy right there on the website. Then come join the community, learn more, be a part of the community, and have fun racing with all of us Final Fantasy Randomizer freaks here in the audience. For myself and Luffy in the booth, want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked what you saw. Want to see more, want to keep coming back. We are hoping that we will see you, well, maybe tonight for the weekly race, and then Sunday for next week's reveal stream and Platy Party. And from all of us here in the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, thank you, and we'll see you next time.